तुमने ये मेरी जान अली अकबर नहीं सोचा, मर जाऊंगा मैं तुझसे बिछड़ कर नहीं सोचा। तुम मुझसे ज़ईफ़ी का असा मांग रहे हो, तुम बाप से मरने की रिज़ा मांग रहे हो। अकबर तुम्हें मालूम है क्या मांग रहे हो, तुम बाप से मरने की रिज़ा मांग रहे। दिल रोता है नजरों से अगर दूर हो बेटा, किस तरह जुदाई तेरी मंजूर हो बेटा। तुम ही मेरी आंखें को मेरा नूर हो बेटा, मुझसे मेरी आंखों की जिया मांग रहे हो, तुम बाप से मरने की रिज़ा मांग रहे हो। अकबर तुम्हें मालूम है क्या मांग रहे हो, तुम बाप से मरने की रिज़ा मांग रहे हो। सरते
ना थी मुझको के दूल्हा बनाऊं, तमन्ना थी मुझको के दूल्हा बनाऊं, अरमान निकालूं परवाने चरा लूं। जरा ठहरो माँ अपनी हसरत निकाले, तुझे अपने सीने से अम्मा लगा ले। जवां की है मैयत यूं दिल से लगाए, ये कौन आ रहा है यूं ठोकर खाए। मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु।
نور يسقيني. أحسنت. يا اللهم صل على حبيبي زين علي عمر. اللهم صل على آل محمد. رحم الله من يكره. رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Inshallah, once again, before we commence with our majlis of tonight, kindly request, my dear brothers and sisters, let us raise up our hands and recite 5 times أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ. One of our brothers not feeling well, and we do have our mothers also here locally in Nairobi, and all those who are not well, may Allah Ta'ala, through the barakat of this ayah, make it easy for them. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amma yujibu tarra idha da'a wa yakshifu as-su'. Amma yujibu al-muttarra idha da'a wa yakshifu as-su'. Amma yujibu مضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أما مضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب مضطر إذا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. صلى الله وسلم عليك يا رسول الله وعلى أهل بيتك المعصومين المنتجبين. يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز فوزا عظيما. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة المظلومة. ما خاب من تمسك بكم وأمن من لجأ إليكم. يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز والله فوزا عظيما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال عهد الظالمين. آمنا بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات. For the love of Hazrat Ali Akbar, with the loudest of our voices, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad. For the love of Imam Abi Abdullah al-Hussein, with the loudest of our voices, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad. And for the purification of our hearts and hastening of the reappearance of our beloved, the 12th Imam, with the loudest of our voices, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad. Salli ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Once again, we thank Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for giving us tonight, which is the 9th night of the holy month of Muharram. We pray that Allah Azza wa Jal accept our humble efforts in this holy month and make us worthy of being His true slaves and servants. Last night, mu'mineen and mu'minat, lovers and the followers of Ahl al-Bayt, we briefly looked at the concept of ghulu within the religion of Islam. And towards the end, we encourage ourselves and our dear brothers and sisters that if you come across anything in this religion or come across someone saying something which it is not clear to you or which doesn't make sense to you, the onus is on you, and you have the responsibility to ensure that you find out more so that you are able to get clarity. If you brush it under the carpet and you do nothing about it, then it is your responsibility. If you continue to do what you are doing, if it is wrong, then you will be accountable. Islam is a religion of learning. It's a religion of knowledge. It's a religion of clarity. And you remember the verse I indicated to last night, that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala in this holy book, which is Qur'an, has not left anything unturned. Whatever I and you need, either intellectual life, social life, material life, you will find it either directly or indirectly in the Holy Qur'an. The verse I've just quoted from the Holy Qur'an, maybe some of you heard this verse. It's a very important verse, obviously like any other verse of the Holy Qur'an. But this verse is very relatable in the sense that it discusses the concept of imama or imamate in Qur'an. It is Qur'an 2, verse 127, Surah Al-Baqarah. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنْ. When Ibrahim was tried or tested by his Lord with command, and he fulfilled it. Upon fulfillment, Allah says, قَالَ إِنِّي جَاعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. I make you or I put you from today to be a divine leader. Allah uses the word imama. Then Ibrahim, upon hearing that, he says to Allah, وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي. Ya Allah, why don't you make my offsprings also imams? Then Allah responded, La yanalu ahadi al-zalimin. Unjust will not attain this my covenant. Covenant here is that word imama which appears in this ayah. Now departing from this beautiful ayah, our topic of tonight is imamate in the Holy Qur'an. Examination of tonight will inshallah be of the following stages. The first stage, we will look at Allah's unique way of guiding his servants. And that way is the most perfect way of guiding. Second stage of our examination, we'll then look at Imama and Nubuwa. Third stage of the examination, we'll discuss the continuation of imama. Does imama stop or does it continue? And then the last stage of the examination, we'll remind ourselves of the differences between Nabi, Rasul, Imam, and the roles of each one of them, most especially the roles of the Imam. As lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, my dear brothers and sisters, it is important all of us, young and old, appreciate the concept of imamate in a true sense of appreciating the concept of imamate. It is not enough for I and you to say, you know what, I was born a Shia and that's it. No, it is not enough for you to look at someone and say to that person, you know what, I'm a Shia, Shia is right, without substantiating it, without going to Qur'an and the traditions of our beloved Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. As a lover and a follower of Ahlul Bayt, you should be able to explain what you believe in for your own confidence and for your own tranquility and for your own happiness. Say, for example, you go out from this mahfil. Someone comes to you who is not a Shia, or even your own sons, or your own daughters, or your siblings, to ask you, why are you a Shia? Tell me something about imamate in the Holy Qur'an. You shouldn't think twice. You should be able to say it. Because imamate is central to the school of thought of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Brothers are kindly requested to move forward, inshallah, by the volunteers. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. First stage of our examination, Allah's unique way of guiding his servants. And as I mentioned earlier on, Allah's way of guidance is the most perfect way. So here, let us go on a very simple journey to appreciate the way and manner Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala guide his servants. Appreciating Allah's way of guidance will in fact makes it somewhat clear when it comes to imama. Because imama is of great importance. And today you find people out there, some even within our own school of thought, questioning the whole concept of imama. You have people who will come forward and say to you, show me imama in Qur'an. Where is imama in Qur'an? People who have been Shias for many years, and now they are doubting it, or they are casting doubts on this principle. So it's important we all appreciate. My dear brothers and sisters, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is our creator. You agree, isn't it? The one and only merciful creator we have. Out of his love for us, he, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, made it crystal clear in the Holy Qur'an as to why he created us. He says on numerous occasions in Qur'an, I created you just for one thing only. What is that thing? Perfection. Kamal. What is perfection? Perfection is transmission from the state of potential to the state of action. All of us, we have the potential to reach perfection. And Allah expects us to use these potentials of reaching perfection. Question: what is to reach perfection? Perfection simply means to feel the presence of Allah wherever you may be. whether here at Mehfil, whether at work, whether with your family, or you traveling, Islam expects you to feel the presence of Almighty Allah, Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Bottom line, Allah to be central to whatever you do in your life. When you realize that in your life, rest assured you have achieved perfection, or you are on your way towards achieving perfection. Now I'm going to share a verse with you in the Holy Quran. Surah An-Najm, verse 42. Quran makes it very clear what Allah expects from us. Wa ila Allahil muntaha. That to Allah is the ending. To Allah is the return. Meaning what is expected of us is what? Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. This inna lillah meaning what? Descending arrow and ascending arrow. We all descended from Allah and we are ascending to Allah. The ascension I'm talking about here, I'm not talking of death, the physical death. I'm talking of our spiritual journey, one after the other to Allah, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Some of us are still caught up with materialism. That is their journey. Some know, sometimes overwhelmed by material, sometimes overwhelmed by spiritual. Some, that is their journey. Some know they are all able to overcome this. So as we sit here tonight, we are not of the same level of spirituality. We are of different levels. Hence Quran makes it very clear. Ya ayyuhal insanu innaka kadihun ila rabbika kadhan famulaqi. O insan, you are forever toiling towards your Lord and you will meet your Lord. The aim of existence is to find Allah. Aim of existence is to feel the presence of Allah. And that is why the Hadith al-Qudsi we receive from Allah himself through our beloved Prophet Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Hadith says, Man talabani wajadani. ومن وجدني عرفني ومن عرفني أحبني ومن أحبني أشكني ومن أشكني أشكته ومن أشكته قتلته ومن قتلته علي ديته فأنا ديته. He said, whoever goes out looking for me, yearning for perfection, wanting to reach Allah, Allah says, if you are indeed determined, you will find me. When you will find me, you will know me. When you will know me, you will love me. When you love me, you will seek to get closer to me. When you seek to get closer to me, I, Allah, will seek to get closer to you. When I seek to get closer to you, I will cause your annihilation in me. And when I cause you to annihilate in me, your insurance is on me. And the insurance is haqq. That's why we are created. As I mentioned last night, whatever we do towards Ahlul Bayt, the aim is to find Allah. And that is why Sayyidu Shuhada mentioned, what has he found who has lost you? And what has he lost who has found you? But look at Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala beautifully. He knows that insan alone reaching perfection is not going to be easy. Allah knows it. It's a mammoth task. Because insan in this world, he is caught up with trials and tribulations. Ibtila'at tests. So on account of his love for Allah and wanting us to reach perfection, what did he do? He sent us teachers to teach us. Quran. You look at Quran 4, verse 164, and there are so many other verses actually. Allah says, رُسُلًا مُبَشِّرِينَ وَمُنذِرِينَ لِأَلَّا يَكُونَ لِلنَّاسِ عَلَى اللَّهِ حُجَّةٌ بَعْدَ الرُّسُلِ. He said, messengers, mubashirin wa mundhirin, those with good news and those with warnings, so that human beings will not have any proof against Allah, so that I do not come on the day of Qiyamah to say, Ya Allah, you did not send anyone to me. I didn't know about you. I had no clue. So Allah sent us teachers. Those of you who are familiar with Qur'an, there are so many other verses of Qur'an. ربنا لولا أرسلت إلينا رسولا فنتبع آياتك فنكون من المؤمنين. That some will say, Ya Allah, had you sent messengers to us, would have followed you and become believers. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He doesn't want anyone to come on the day of Qiyamah with an excuse of saying, Ya Allah, you did not send any teacher to us. So what did He do? He sent us teachers. Kindly pay attention to this. These teachers that Allah sent us, some of them are Anbiya. Some of them are messengers. And Quran makes it very clear. Look at Surah Maryam, verse 41. واذكر في الكتاب موسى إنه كان مخلصا وكان رسولا نبيا. Remember the book, the history of Musa. Musa was mukhlasan, sincere servant of Allah. But my point of interest is what? وَكَانَ رَسُولًا نَبِيًّا. Musa is a messenger and a prophet. So some of those that Allah sent to us as teachers to hold our hands to perfection, which is the main aim of existence, are prophets and messengers. One ayah Quran says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِكَ مِنْ نَبِيٍّ مِنْ رَسُولٍ وَلَا نَبِيٍّ. He said, we've not sent before you of prophet or a messenger. But now what is interesting is that these teachers that Allah sent to us, whether prophets or messengers, they are not of the same levels. Some of them are of the highest level. Typical example are the ulul azmi min ar-rusul. One ayah says, "Fasbir kama sabara ulul azmi min ar-rusul." Be patient the way the ulul azm of the messengers were patient. And by the way, as you know very well, every messenger is a prophet, but not every prophet is a messenger. And of course, we have 5 main ulul azm, prophets and messengers. You have Nuru alayhi salam. You have who? Musa alayhi salam. And then you have who? I skip one intentionally. You have who? You have to help me. Sambro. Sallallahu Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Somebody mentioned a name, that's why I said Sambro. How many ulul azm prophets do we have? Loudly, loudly, so you get the reward also. How many do we have? The first one? No, okay. Second one? You got it right. Somebody said Dawood there, bro. Somebody earlier on said Dawood. Ibrahim. And then the third one? Thank you. The fourth one? By default, the fifth one. But who is the fifth one? Our beloved prophet. So some of these teachers are ulul azmi min ar-rusul. But Quran is very interesting. That even these ulul azm min ar-rusul, some of them are superior over the others. If you look at Quran again, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 283. تِلْكَ الرُّسُلُ فَضَّلْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ. Those messengers, we made some superior over the others. مِنْهُمْ مَنْ كَلَّمَ اللَّهُ وَرَفَى بَعْضَهُمْ دَرَجَاتٍ. Some of them were spoken to by Allah, and some of them were elevated. At the same time, some of these prophets and messengers were made imams. Not just Nabi and not just Rasul, some of them were made imams. And the ayah I quoted earlier on, which I have a lot to do with tonight, inshallah. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 124. When Allah says to Ibrahim alayhi salam, Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. I am making you for people a divine leader. So therefore, we need prophets to hold our hands to that aim of existence. We need messengers to hold our hands to that aim of existence. Likewise, we need imams. These are teachers sent to us by Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to hold our hands to the main objective of our existence, which is nothing but perfection. Now look at the second stage of the examination. That's the main part of my tonight's discussion. Prophethood and imamate. So there are people who hold this view. There is no imama in Qur'an. So I thought it's important we discuss this. So that you go out, my dear brothers and sisters, do your own research, do your own reflections, and work towards enhancing your understandings and ask questions about this. The verse is Quran 2, verse 124. This verse, my dear brothers and sisters, when you analyze it, one thing that comes to mind is that at one point in the life of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was appointed an imam. But what I would like to add here before we go forward is that Ibrahim alayhi salam reached the position of imamate at the latest part of his life, when he was old. In other words, Ibrahim's imamate preceded the prophethood of Ibrahim. Yani, Ibrahim was prophet for so many years of his life, but towards the end part of his life, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala made Ibrahim imam. Why? Look at the reasons. Please, I beg you, pay attention to the reasons. The first reason, and we'll give you verses of the Quran to qualify what we are going to say, inshallah. First reason is that, you look at the verse. Ibrahim alayhi salam requested Allah that don't make me only imam. Make my offsprings imam too. Barabar. Said, women, dhurriyati. Allah, make my offspring imams. Common sense. That's my understanding. You may disagree with me. There was no way Ibrahim would ask for his offspring if he had no children that time. You get what I'm trying to say? The fact that Ibrahim alayhi salam asked Allah, Ya Allah, make my offspring imam. Meaning what? He had children that time. Abibi, there's no point saying, Ya Allah, make my children Maulana when you don't have Maulana. You can only say, Ya Allah, if you bless me with children, I will make them Maulana. But Ibrahim said, Wamin dhurriyati. It means he had children. Now look at Quran. Surah to Ibrahim, isn't it? Verse 39. Alhamdulillahi alladhi wahabali ala al-kibari Ismail. Look at the ayah. Said, I thank Allah who blessed me in this old age as an old person with my son. It means Ibrahim alayhi salam was blessed with a child when he was old. By default, he was given the position of imama when he was old. And there are so many other verses. His wife, when she got the news of having a child, she said, Ya waylata, a'alid, wa hadha ba'ali shaykhun, inna hadha la shay'un ajib. Said, woe unto me, will I bear a child when my husband is so old? She said, this is very surprising. Ibrahim himself, when the angels came to him with the news of having a child, Abashartumuni ala ammasani al-kibar fami baswashirun. Are you giving me a glad tidings after I became old that I will have a child? So the point I'm trying to make here before we move forward, because I don't want you to get confused. Ibrahim alayhi salam became an imam when he was so old, to highlight that position of imamate is different from the position of prophethood. Because there are many who want to make this verse that inni ja'iluka linnasi imama, I'm making you a leader for people, meaning I'm making you prophet. I said, Baba, Ibrahim was given this title towards the end part of his life, towards the time when he had his children. Why would Allah, after he made him prophet for so many years, before he depart from this world, Allah looks at Ibrahim and says, Ya Ibrahim, I am making you prophet today. So that's the first reason. Look at the second reason. Ibrahim alayhi salam became an imam after he was tested by Allah. When was he tested? Towards the end part of his life. So I don't agree that this is talking about prophethood. It's talking about imamate. He was tested. You know the test very well. If you check Surah Al-Safat, verses 103 to 106. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ وَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ وَنَادَيْنَاهُ أَيَّا إِبْرَاهِيمُ قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إن هذا لهو البلاء المبين. When Ibrahim and Ismail submitted to Allah, and then now he got ready now, he's going to slaughter the son. A call came from heaven. قد صدقت الرؤيا. You have fulfilled what you've seen in your dream, isn't it? But the last part of the ayah, إن هذا لهو البلاء المبين. This is a clear trial from Almighty Allah, Tabarak wa Ta'ala. The point I'm trying to make is that after these tests and examination, إِنَّا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ, this is how we reward the muhsinin. The ihsan Allah did to Ibrahim was to elevate him to the position of imamate. That's number two. That's imama, completely different from prophethood. Third reason, traditions. It's from Al-Kafi. Two traditions from Al-Kafi. From who? Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. Imam said, Ibrahim was a prophet and not an imam until the time Allah said, Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. Before that time, he was a prophet. Until this ayah, Qur'an 2:124. After that, Ibrahim became imam. You know the known hadith. I'm sure you heard of this hadith before. Allah spoke to Ibrahim. Inna Allah attakhadha Ibrahim abdan قبل أن يتخذه نبيا واتخذه نبيا قبل أن يتخذه رسولا واتخذه رسولا قبل أن يتخذه خليلا واتخذه خليلا قبل أن يتخذه إماما وقال إني جائلك للناس إماما. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam said Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala at one point chose Ibrahim as his servant before he chose Ibrahim as his prophet. Then he chose Ibrahim as his prophet before he chose Ibrahim as his messenger. Then he chose Ibrahim as his messenger before he chose him as his intimate friend. And he chose him as his intimate friend before he chose Ibrahim as an imam. When he chose him as an imam, then he said, Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. So therefore, bottom line, I repeat, Imamate is different from prophethood. And the highest spiritual level and stage is the position of Imamate. Now look at the next line, next stage. Somebody may say, okay, fine, this is about Ibrahim. What about Imams, our Ahlul Bayt? So I'm going to look at the continuation of Imamate. That Imamate did not stop with Ibrahim, alayhi salam. It will continue until the day of Qiyamah. And before we do that, kindly take note of this point. Within the school of thought of Ahlul Bayt, when it comes to succession after the Holy Prophet, there are certain requirements. When those requirements are met, then a person can be a successor of the Prophet. The first requirement is that the person must be divinely appointed. Wajib. Successor of the Prophet must be divinely appointed. Not by the Holy Prophet, but by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Number two, the successor must be infallible. Within the school of thought of Ahlul Bayt, one cannot be the successor of the Holy Prophet without being infallible, sinless. Number three, his knowledge must be knowledge by presence and not acquired knowledge. And then the last requirement, the successor of the prophets or that succession must continue until the day of Qiyamah. So now look at the continuation of the Imamate. First reason as to why we believe Imamate will continue from Ibrahim until the day of Qiyamah is that Ibrahim, what did he ask Allah? Who can tell me? What did he ask Allah in the ayah? He said what? He said what, Habibi, loud? وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي, my family. What was Allah's response to Ibrahim? لَا يَنَالُ أَحَدِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Unjust will not become an imam. Here, Allah is not saying your families will never become an imam. Allah is saying the unjust ones amongst your family will not be imams. And hence, if you look at the family of Ibrahim alayhi salam, some attain the position of imama. Qur'an makes it very clear. وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ إِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ وَكُلًّا جَعَلْنَا صَالِحِينَ وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْهِمْ فِعْلَ الْخَيْرَاتِ. He said we bless him with Ishaq and Yaqub, and then we made them imams to guide by our command. So imamah did not stop with who? Ibrahim alayhi salam. It continued in the lineage of prophets. So if somebody tells me there is no imamah in Quran, I say, Baba, how do you explain this verse of the Quran? The point I'm trying to arrive at tonight is what? There is a discussion of imamate in the Holy Quran. There is. Okay, now someone will say, okay, we agree. Ibrahim and his children. What of our Imams? What of Imam Amir al-Mu'minin? What of Imam al-Hassan? What of Imam al-Hussein? Salamullah alayhim ajma'in. I said, look at the next ayah. I'm going to give you ayah here, my dear brothers and sisters. Kindly, I want you to look at the screen. I'm not going to dash. Look at the screen. The ayah will come just now. Please pay attention to the ayah. Wa Ali Muhammad. By the way, the verse I've just quoted, the one for Ishaq and Yaqub, they are chapter Anbiya 70-73, for those who want to take note. Now the next one is about Ahlul Bayt. You look at Qur'an 43, verse 26 and 28. It will come on the screen. You have to make your own research, because Majlis one cannot do due diligence to everything. But I hope you will be able to get the point I'm trying to arrive at. My aim is to arouse your interest to make a lot of research in this regard, so that you can appreciate your Imams and appreciate that you are a true lover of Ahlul Bayt. Salamullah alayhim ajma'in. Even look at this ayah, these verses. It will come on the screen. I hope they are on the screen. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ أَنَّنِي بَرَاءٌ مِمَّا تُشْرِكُونَ. Ibrahim at this level declared his bara'a. He said, I don't want to worship what you are worshiping. But what I will do, I will worship only the one who created me. If you look at it. Mimma ta'budun, the first ayah. I will worship the one who created me. If you look at the ayah first, mimma ta'budun, not mimma tushrikun, he mentioned. And then he says, I will worship illa allazi fatarani, fa innahu sayadin. Except the one who created me, and he will guide me. Look at the last part of the ayah. وَجَعَلَهَا كَلِمَةً بَاقِيَةً فِي عَقِبِهِ. And he made it kalimatan baqiyatan, everlasting word, fi akibihi, in the lineage of Ibrahim. Here there are so many opinions. True. Some said this kalimatun baqiyah refers to tawheed. Some said not just tawheed, it's practical tawheed. Now when you have a lot of opinions, how do we get out of it? We have to knock the door of Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad. In Kamaluddin wa Tamamun Ni'mah of Sheikh Saduq, Qaddasallahu Nafsahu Zakiyah. And there are so many of these explanations in that book. Sheikh Saduq narrates from Imam Zainul Abidin, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. He said, this kalimatun baqiyatun fi akibi. He said, fi akibil Husayni ila yawmil qiyamah. He said, this kalima is in the lineage of Hussein until the day of Qiyamah. Meaning the Imamate will continue. Somebody came and asked Imam Jafar Sadiq, salamullah alayhi, he said, Ya Imam, is Imam Hussein afdal or Imam Hassan? Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam looked at this person and he said, Inna al-Hasan afdal min al-Hussein. Hassan is afdal from Hussein. But then he asked Imam Jafar a question. If Hassan is afdal min al-Hussein, why then Imamate under the lineage of Hussein? Because from Hussein up to Imam Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman, that's the Imamah, isn't it? Simply Imam Jafar, Wallah Ahlul Bayt, we thank Allah for Ahlul Bayt, man. Wallah, we thank Allah. Ahlul Bayt are Ahlul Bayt. They are Nurul Anwar. Imam Jafar said, it's the same thing in the case of Musa and Harun. Musa and Harun, they are sharikan fi nubuwah. They also partners in nubuwah. But then the lineage continue in who? In Harun and not Musa. Walakin Musa afdal min Harun. So, kalimatan fi akibih. That this kalima, as per Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, refers to Imamate, which will continue in the lineage of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Likewise, if you look at Surah Al-Shu'ara, it will come on the screen. Verse 84. Make your research on these verses, please, I beg you. وَجَعَلْ لِي لِسَانَ صِدْقٍ فِي الْآخِرِينَ. This Ibrahim making dua. Ya Allah, make me a true tongue or truthful tongue in those who will come towards the end. The ummah who will come later, I should be there in that ummah. I should be remembered. My teaching Hanif should continue. And so therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, Imam has to continue. Otherwise, there is no justice. And I'm going to explain this now. Why Imam must continue. In addition to these verses we've looked at. You see, brothers and sisters, lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt. Qur'an says, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum. Today, I perfected your religion for you. Did the Holy Prophet spread religion everywhere in the world before he died? Why Quran is saying, I perfected your religion for you? I want us to think a bit. Gadir, we all celebrate. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-islam deena. Did our beloved Prophet reach the whole world before he died? Apana? No. So what perfection this ayah is talking about? Is perfection of religion, but not perfection of the tabligh of religion. Spreading of religion was not finished. And Prophet left this world. Prophet did not reach Dar es Salaam. Prophet did not reach Ghana. Prophet did not reach London. But he did his well. He said, but let the risala. Somebody had to remain behind to ensure that the religion reached everywhere. Hence Ali came, he played his part. Hassan came, played his part. Hussein came, played his part. Zainul Abidin came, played his part. Al-Bakr played his part. Continue. And currently there is one who is playing his part until the world is wrapped up. Otherwise, Prophet, you tell me, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum. Baba, majority part of the world did not know about Islam before this Al-yawma akmaltu. Second reason, logically, as to why Imam must continue. You look at Qur'an. Qur'an makes it very clear. Chapter Ali Imran, verse 7. We've got clear verses. We've got unclear verses. Some verses are ambiguous. How do I get out of it? I need to rely on someone who continue with the mission of our beloved Prophet. And none other but Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. So that's the reason why I personally believe Imam must continue. And that's why it's not a surprise that the Holy Prophet makes it crystal clear. Ana madinatul ilmi wa aliyun babuha. No, it's not a surprise at all That the only prophet, of course, Imam Ali told us, Allamani Rasulullahi al-Fababin. Prophet taught me 1,000 doors of knowledge. Each door is opening other 1,000 doors of knowledge. It's not a surprise at all, really think about it. When Imam Ali says, Saluni kabla an tafkiduni. Because the mission of the prophet must continue. Now, prophets, messenger, and who? Imam. Who is Nabi? Nabi is someone who receives what? Revelation. Naba. Khabar. He receives revelation. Sometimes they convey, sometimes they are not obliged to convey. Rasul is someone who comes with Sharia. So Rasul is way higher than Nabi. Imam is the one who continues with the roles of the Nabi and Rasul. Some said Rasul, wajib on him to convey, but Imam, wajib on him to ensure it is implemented. That is why some of the prophets got to the levels of Imama, Ibrahim alayhi salam. In fact, we have a teaching that all ulul azm min ar-rusul, they reach the level of Imama. Our prophet was also Imam. When he says on the day of Ghadir, alastu awla, or an-nabiyyu awla. That awla is wilaya. And the meaning of imama is wilaya. What is wilaya? Having authority over the people you lead and guide than themselves. That is imama. That is wilaya. And prophet did his part. Messenger did his part. Now Imam had to continue. That is why we believe the mission of Imam al-Hussein, Salamullah alayh, is incomplete without the mission of Imam Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman. So in conclusion, what are the roles of Rasul? Because that's the role Imam plays. First role is tabyinu Sharia, is to explain Sharia. Very, very important. Prophet explain Sharia. It's of great importance. Second role is qada, to give verdict amongst people, to give judgment to people. And third role is wilaya. Sit, go defend, don't defend. They are attacking you, go defend, because we don't start war in Islam. Imam al-Hussein did not start any war. He negotiated up to the 7th day of Muharram. But the enemies attacked. He had no choice but to go out and defend. These roles, Imams play these roles. So therefore, the roles of Imams are mammoth, are very complicated. We as Shias or as lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, it is our duties and responsibilities, I repeat this, my dear brothers and sisters, to seek knowledge to understand the Imamah. Wallah, especially our youth, seek knowledge and you will be free here. We are in a global village, world of information and technology. Take advantage of this. If there is a field, you need to enhance your understanding about it. It's your iman, it's your aqidah. And don't follow blindly. You know what I like? To be challenged. Maybe because I'm too talkative, you know. We eat from talking, isn't it? Challenge. But challenge with the aim of seeking knowledge. Don't take whatever we say or someone, anyone. Why? Do your own research. Come, let's engage. We may agree to agree, and we may agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, we discuss. So therefore, let's try. Because this world where you have TikTok, where you have Instagram, some youth may come to me and say, look, I joined this group. After 1 week, I'm confused. I don't know if I'm even a Muslim. Somebody came to me crying. I said, what's the problem, bro? He said, there's a group I joined. I thought I'm going to enhance my knowledge, but they swallowed me. I said, Baba, how? The guy was crying, man. And I was telling brothers, my bad habit is what I laugh too much, So I laughed until I fell on the ground. He said, no, Sheikh, this is not something to laugh. I said, but what's the problem? No, because now I think to be free here, I need to stop any practice of religion. I said, why? He said, because Sheikh, they're giving me information. At one point, I think they are right. At one point, I think I'm right. Now I reach a conclusion. I said, no. You know why? Because you've got very little knowledge and you don't bother to learn. That's why I believe every community must have classes, either once a week or once a month. Not only Qur'an my topmost priority, but Aqidah to be taught. Because Aqidah, we need to apply this common sense. We need to engage the Maulana. We need to engage the scholar. Alhamdulillah, you are lucky in Dar es Salaam. You have a pools of scholars. You need to take advantage of that, but engage. Engage. Don't take things blindly. Wallah. I don't take things blindly. When I say things, it's like I'm passionate, I'm convinced. Because the more you engage, the more you arrive at the truth. But when you take everything, mashallah, swallow it like mandazi, taking it like mandazi, now by the time you realize, brother, you have swallowed yourself. May Allah forgive us, inshallah. So therefore, Ahlul Bayt, my dear brothers and sisters, do not expect us to follow them blindly. Those top-notch companions of Ahlul Bayt, they did not follow Ahlul Bayt blindly. When the Holy Prophet said to Salman, Salmanu minna Ahlul Bayt, Salman did not follow blindly. When Amir al-Mu'mineen would speak high of Maytham al-Tammar did not follow Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen blindly. And of course, Ali Akbar salamullah alayh. If you go through his life, you realize that even throughout the journey from Mecca to Karbala, he asked so many questions to his beloved father. At one point, he would ask Imam al-Hussein, are we not on the haqq? If we are on the haqq, then what are we waiting for? He has so many questions. And hence, I invite you, one and all, my dear brothers and sisters, tonight is the night of Ali Akbar alayhi salam. Let us take our hearts to the holy land of Karbala and pay our respect to this great servant of Allah. Narration tells us the first of Bani Hashim to attain martyrdom is Ali Akbar alayhi salam. As Abu Abdullah taught us, Ali Akbar resembles Prophet when it comes to his intellect, when it comes to his akhlaq, and when it comes to his look. Ali Akbar alayhi salam had this very strong relationship with Imam al-Hussein salamullah alayh. But my dear brothers and sisters, can you imagine how difficult was it for Imam al-Hussein to grant Ali Akbar permission to go and fight? Ali approached his beloved father. When he approached his father for permission, he was the only one. Abu Abdullah did not hesitate to grant permission. But for any other companion, Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam hesitated to grant permission. But when Ali came to his beloved father, Sayyid al-Shuhada said, I've granted you permission. Ali, go to the battlefield and defend Islam and its sanctity. But you know what Abu Abdullah said to Ali? He said, "Oh my Ali, before you go to the battlefield, go to Khaymaga and say farewell to Sayyida Zainab. According to some narration, say farewell to Sayyida Zainab and say farewell to your mother Layla and say farewell to those ladies." Ali then went to the battle to Khaymaga, Mukhayyam. The moment they saw Ali, they all began to cry because Ali reminded them of the Holy Prophet of Islam. Ali bid his farewell. Ali came out. When Ali came out, Abu Abdullah hugged Ali Akbar. After hugging Ali, he bid final farewell. He said, "Ali, go." Narration tells us, as Ali was heading to the battlefield, Abu Abdullah was walking slowly behind Ali. Allahu Akbar. Suddenly Hussein called out, "Ali, come back." Ali turned for the respect and honor of his father. He said, "Father, haven't you granted permission?" He said, "Ali, may Allah never show you a moment where you know when your son goes, he will not come back." And that is why when Ali made that azan on the day of Ashura, all of them bursted in tears, including Abu Abdullah, because Hussein knew this is the final moment. He would hear the voice of Ali saying, "Allahu Akbar." Ali now, for the respect of the father, hugged the father. The father hugged him. Both of them were crying. And Hussein alayhi salam said to Ali, "Now Ali, go to the battlefield." Allahu Akbar. Ajrukum ala Allah. Ali now went to the battlefield. He defended and defended. According to one version, as I said, Layla, the mother of Ali, was in Karbala. Layla now came out of Khaymaga. When she came out, she had no energy to look at the battlefield. What would Layla do, Layla? She would monitor the complexion of the face of Abu Abdullah. Suddenly, Layla saw the complexion of the face of Abu Abdullah changing. She called out, "Oh Hussein, is my Ali alive or dead?" Abu Abdullah then looked at Layla. He said, "Layla, go sit, make dua. Allah promised to answer the dua of a mother for her son. Mothers, make dua for your children. There is no barrier between the dua and the acceptance of Allah." At this moment, Layla made the famous dua. She said, "Ya Allah, you were the one who took Yusuf back to Yaqub. Bring my Ali back to me." She said, "Oh Allah, you are the one who sent Ismail back to his mother. Bring my Ali back to me." Narration says, before she could finish the dua, Ali came back. But at this moment, Ali was calling out, "Al-Atsh, Al-Atsh, Al-Atsh." First. Then Ali called out, "Oh my father, the heat of Karbala is burning me and the armor is killing me." But Hussein, Allahu Akbar, came to Ali. When Abu Abdullah came to Ali, look at the love of a father for his son. "Upon hearing that, my father, I am thirsty." Abu Abdullah came down and he placed his tongue into the mouth of Ali. I said, "Hussein, why did you place your tongue into the mouth of Ali?" Of course, Abu Abdullah did that for Ali to get some wetness. Allahu Akbar. Look at the love. But Ali looked at Abu Abdullah. He said, "Father, your mouth is drier than my mouth." Abu Abdullah then looked at Ali. He said, "Oh Ali, No, go back to the battlefield. You will soon meet Rasulullah, and Rasulullah will quench your thirst. Ali then went to the battlefield. He fought back and fought back. But you know what? The way they killed Ali is painful. Allahu Akbar. We all know what dagger is. The enemy lifted his dagger and he dagged on the chest of Ali. Allahu Akbar. As he was digging the chest of Ali, Ali called out, Assalamu alayka ya abata, ya Aba Abdullah. Allah, this is painful. Hussein, upon hearing that beautiful voice of Ali calling him, Aba Abdullah came out of Khaymaga. For every companion, Hussein rushed to the body, but for Ali, Hussein walked slowly to the body. Hussein came out of Khaymaga. He began to walk aheste, slowly, slowly, slowly. But you know what narration tells us? When Hussein came out, Hussein took a wrong direction. Sukaina realized that her father is heading here and Ali is here. Sukaina called out, Father, where are you going? He said, I'm going to Ali's body. Sukaina said, but Father, Ali is here and you are going here. Abu Abdullah then said, oh Sukaina, it kills me to know that Ali is going. Slowly but surely, Hussein got to the body of Ali. But you know, Abu Abdullah was used to Ali coming and hugging him, the way your children hug you, isn't it? But as he was approaching the body, he saw Ali lifting only one hand. Allah, Allah, Allah. Which hand was Ali lifting? Ali was lifting the left hand. Abu Abdullah, where is the right hand of Ali? When he got to the body of Ali, he realized Ali was covering dagger with the right hand. This one poet mentioned, it's like Hussein stood there and looked towards Najaf al-Ashraf. And Hussein said, Assalamu alayka ya abata, ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. Salutations unto you, O my beloved father, O Amir al-Mu'mineen. You lifted the door of Khaybar with your hand. Allah, Allah, come and see your son lifting dagger from the chest of his son in Karbala. Allahu Akbar. The poet said at this moment, remember, Hussein said to Ali, you will soon meet Rasulullah and Rasul will quench your thirst. That final moment of the life of Ali, Ali would smile and Ali would cry. Ali would smile and Ali would cry. Ali, why are you smiling? He said, I see the Nuru of the Holy Prophet. Ali, why are you crying? I see the light of Fatima slapping on her cheek. Ala la'natullah ala al-qawm al-zalimin. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Ilahi ridan bi qada'ik wa tasliman li amrik wa sayalamu alladhina zalamu ala Muhammadin ayya munqalibin yanqalibu.
मेरा नूरे नज़र ये मेरा लखते जिगर आया है मुश्किल से घर पर्दा उठा लो कोई, खाया है बरछी का फल, सर पे खरी है अजल, जाएगा अब दम निकल, पर्दा उठा लो कोई, बोले इमामे उमम, पर्दा उठा लो कोई, बाबा ये जख्म आपसे देखा न जाएगा, नेज़ा निकालते हुए मुँह अपना फेरना, है दर्द गज़ब का दम होठों पे आया, गोरे से गिर गो बाबा संभालना, कि क्या सख्त इम्तिहान है मालूम है मुझे, तन्हा पिसर की लाश को कैसे उठाएंगे, दे आपको खुदा ये सब्र हौसला, गोरे से गिरा गो बाबा संभालना, कि तुम गिच किया लेके जो दम तोर रगे गो, मुहमा से हमेशा के लिए मोर रगे गो, क्यों रूठे गो दिल बर, है अली अकबर कहती थी ये माँ खूबरी मई, कहती थी ये माँ है अली अकबर, माशाल्लाह बुलंद आवाज़, अकबर इतना तो ज़रा ठहरो तुम्हें दूल्हा बना लो, बस एक झलक सेहरा के सोगरा को दिखा लो, बेचैन थी खागर है अली अकबर कहती थी ये माँ, है अली अकबर है तुम हिचकियाँ लेके जो दम तोरी रहे गो, मुँह से हमेशा के लिए मोरी रहे गो, क्यों रूठे गो दिल है अली अकबर कहती है अली 18 बरस पाल के परवान चढ़ाया और गे सुए वाला वे मेरा खून में नगाया, कुर्बान गो मादर है अली अकबर कहती
नौजवान नौजवान है नौजवान करबला अकबर मेरा है नौजवान 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 है नौजवान करबला अकबर कह दो सुगरा से अली अकबर से मिल आके मिल, कह दो सुगरा से अली अकबर से मिल आके मिल, तेरे अरमानों का मिटता है जवान नौजवान नौजवान है नौजवान करबला लाश अकबर उठाऊं किस तरह ए खुदा, लाश अकबर उठाऊं किस तरह ए खुदा, मैं ज़ईफ़ और अकबर है जवान नौजवान नौजवान है नौजवान करबला मौत की हिचकी से कह दो ठहर जा, मौत की हिचकी से कह दो ठहर जा, दुल्हा अकबर को मना ले उसकी माँ, नौजवान नौजवान है नौजवान करबला अकबर या इलाही ये जवां का दाग है या इलाही ये जवां का दाग है, खाक में मिलता है ये अरमां मेरा, नौजवान नौजवान है नौजवान करबला अकबर लाश अकबर उठाऊं किस तरह ए खुदा, लाश अकबर उठाऊं किस तरह ए खुदा, मैं ज़ईफ़ और अकबर है जवान नौजवान नौजवान है नौजवान करबला अकबर मेरा है।
दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने सर हुए शहीद, दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने कौसर हुए शहीद, दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। अब्बास ने आका से कहा इज़्ने विका दो, सब भाई भतीजे व बिरादर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर शहीद। दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। शेख ने कहा जाओ तुम्हें अल्लाह को सौंपा, अकबर को लगा तीर और असगर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साक जाओ कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर। दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद। दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद। दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। शेख ने कहा जाओ तुम्हें अल्लाह को सौंपा, अकबर को लगा तीर और असगर हुए शहीद। अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद, अब्बास इब्ने साकी कौसर हुए शहीद। दरिया के किनारे वो दिलावर हुए शहीद। सक्काए शहीदानम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम, जाओ नमी ख़ाहम। अब्बासे अमू जानम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। सक्काए दानम अब्बासे अलमदारम, सक्काए यतीमानम बेमुनी सबे यारम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। अब्बासे मन आब नमी ख़ाहम, अब्बासे अमू जानम मन हम। सक्काए दानम दर खैमे से बिन आबिद उफ्तादो अली अकबर, ऐ माहे बनी हाशम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। अब्बासे अल्लाह नमी ख़ाहम, अब्बासे अमू जानम मन आब हम। सक्काए दानम अब्बासे अलमदारम, सक्काए यतीमानम बेमुनी सबे यारम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। जाओ नमी ख़ाहम। अब्बासे अमू जानम मन आब नमी हम। सक्काए दानम ऐ अम्मे जवाने मन, ऐ रूह रवाने मन, दर्द तो बहाले मन मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। या अल्लाह हम अब्बासे अमू जानम मन। सक्का दानम ऐ अम्मे जवाने मन, ऐ रूह रवाने मन, दर्द तो बेहाले मन मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। या अल्लाह नम दर खैमे से बिन आबिद उफ्तादो अली अकबर, ऐ माहे बनी हाशम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। हम अब्बासे अमू जानम मन हम। सक्काए दानम अब्बासे अमू जानम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। सक्काए शहीदानम मन आब नमी ख़ाहम। Ya Allah. Danam ey Shi'abi zanzar, ey sibte payambar, darid aza wa mata. Jab, who will sing? Tam ey Zainab nachar, hey abide bimar, hey sakina eza. Say inshaAllah. Ambina wa Husaina, Sarjuda Husaina, Bi Akruba Husaina. Say Shahzada. Fatima si Jannat, Barsina Zananast, Hamanau Hakunada. Tam ey Shi'abi zanzar, hey sibte payamba, darid aza wa mata. Tam Fatima si Jannat, Barsina Zananast, Hamanau Hakunada. माँ आई है बहाले परेशान हुसैना, ऐ नूरे नजर सैशा. जन्नत से बुका करती हुई फातिमा आई, सर पीट के यूं कहने लगी हाय हुसैना, ऐ नूरे. भूखे रहे प्यासे रहे दरिया के किनारे, 10वीं को गला तेरा कटा है हुसैना. सैशा. भूखे रहे प्यासे रहे दरिया के किनारे, 10वीं को गला तेरा कटा है हुसैना. इस्लाम की है शान, हुसैन का मातम. इस्लाम या अल्लाह से सजदे में सर कटाया, घर बार को लुटाया, 1400 बरस से दुनिया में का. या अल्लाह से इस्लाम से हुसैन, हुसैन से इस्लाम, 1400 बरस से दुनिया में काया. से इस्लाम की है शान, हुसैन का मातम, 1400 बरस से है दुनिया में काया. सौ बरस से इस्लाम से हुसैन, हुसैन से इस्लाम, 1400 बरस से दुनिया में काया. ज़बीहन हुसैन, हुसैनम हुसैन. या अल्लाह ये कहती है फातिमा बशर हुसैन शहीदन 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 हुसैन शाह। ये कहती है फातिमा बशर हुसैन शहीदन 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 हुसैन। या अल्लाह Husainam, 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 Hussein, Zabihan, 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 Hussein.
खोता सबील राय खुदा में हुसैन का, खोता सबील खुदा में हुसैन का, अल्लाह क्या जिगर का जफा में हुसैन का, अल्लाह क्या जिगर का जफा में हुसैन का। खोता सबील राय खुदा ने हुसैन का, खोता सबील राय खुदा इनका, अल्लाह दरिया भी रो दिया समंदर भी रो दिया, नाजुक गले को देख के खंजर भी। मजलूम कह रहा था कि मैं प्यासा प्यासा हूँ, ऐ शिमरा तुझसे मांगता पानी जरा। सामा शिताब कर दे मेरे दिल के चैन का, परवरदिगार वास्ता मौला हुसैन। बतलाओ मैं सताता हूँ या तुम सताते हो, मैं तो दुआएं देता हूँ तुम दिल जला दे। मजलूम कह रहा था कि मैं प्यासा प्यासा हूँ, ऐ शिमरा तुझसे मांगता पानी। का जफा में हुसैन का, खोता सबील राय खुदा ने हुसैन का, खोता सबील राय। ए कोफियो मुझको, ए कोफियो मुझको मेरे अकबर से मिला दो, लाशे का पता दो या आग पिला दो, लाशे का पता दो या आग पिला दो। ए कोफियो मुझको, ए कोफियो। इतने में सदा आई है या शाहे दो आलम, कुर्बान पिसर होता है दीदार दिखा दो। कोफियो मुझको, इतने में सदा आई है या शाहे दो आलम, कुर्बान पिसर होता है दीदार दिखा दो। इतने में सदा आई है या शाहे दो आलम, कुर्बान पी सर होता है दीदार दी। अठारह बरस बाप के नाजों से जो पाला, क्या पड़ता यही होता है पीरी में दगा दो। तुम में से अगर साहेब औलाद हो कोई, जो आग ये सीने में बरसती है बुझा दो। हुसैन तिश्ना लम्मा कुम शहीद Lamakum shimrela in the hara, kof kunas kudara, babe sakina heza. Lamakum sare Hussein mazlum, shozatan judara, Hazrat Qasimas azad. Lamakum shimrela in the hara, kof kunas kudara, babe sakina heza. Lamakum sare Hussein mazlum, shozatan judara, Hazrat Qasimas azad. हो गई बर्बाद ये ज़ैना, मैं कहती थी ज़ैनब हाय हुसैना, हो गई बर्बाद ये ज़ैना। लुट गया सब घर कतला हुसैना, हो गई बर्बाद ये ज़ैनब। करबला में हो गई बर्बाद ज़ैनब। में बीबियों के सर पर नहीं चादर, आओ मदद के लिए बाबा। में लैला की उम्मीद अकबर की जवानी, हो गई बर्बाद ये लैला। में लैला की उम्मीद अकबर की जवानी, हो गई बर्बाद ये लैला। नादे अलियन अलियन या अली ए बादशाह जिन्नो बशर या अली ए साहिब शमशीर दो सर या अली ले आपका जंगल में लूटा सारा घर अली नादे अलियन अलियन या अली अली हुसैन शहीद करबला व वैला इमशब जनाब फातिमा व वैला आयत बदश्त करबला व वैला हुसैन शहीद करबला व वैला वैला या अज़लम दुनिया ना या अज़लम दुनिया ना अला हुसैन मौलाना ना या कत्ल अल अजशाना ना अला हुसैन मौलाना ना वाए हुसैनम हुसैन शेर सफ़े करबला शाफिए रोज़े जज़ा हुसैन वाए हुसैनम हुसैन हुसैन अली अकबरा यूसुफ गुलगुन कबा नामे तो नामे अली वा अली अकबरा यूसुफ गुलगुन कबा या हुसैन या हुसैन या हुसैन
या हुसैन हाय प्यास हाय प्यास हाय प्यास हाय प्यास हाय प्यास या हुसैन 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 अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया दस्तार से वो माँ की दस्तार से वो माँ की रिदा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच ऐसे गिरी है खेमे में अकबर की लाश पर ऐसे गिरी है खेमे में अकबर की लाश पर ज़ैनब का खून खा के ज़ैनब का खून खा के शिफा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच आवाज रन से आई के बाबा में गिर पड़ा आवाज रन से आई के बाबा में गिर पड़ा गिरता हुआ हुसैन गिरता हुआ हुसैन सदा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया अकबर का लहू शह की अबा तक पहुँच गया। वाह अली अकबरा, आह अली अकबरा, आह अली अकबरा, आह अली अकबरा। सूरतुल मुबारकतुल फातिहा।
अस्सलामु अलैका या अबा अब्दिल्लाह व अलल अरवाह अल्लती हल्लत बिफिनाइक अलैका मिन्नी जमीअन सलामुल्लाहि अबदल मा बक़ीत व बक़ियल लैल वन नहार वला जअलहुल्लाहु आखिरल अहदी मिन्नी लिज़ियारतिकुम। अस्सलामु अलल हुसैन व अला अली इब्नुल हुसैन वअला औलादिल हुसैन वअला अस्हाबिल हुसैन खुसूसन सय्यदी व मौलाय अबुल फज़लिल अब्बास इब्न अमीरिल मोमिनीन। अस्सलामु अलैका या हसनैन मुज्तबा जमीअन व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहु। अस्सलामु अलैका या मौला व इब्न मौला। अस्सलामु अलैका या गरीबल गुरबात। السلطان أبا الحسن مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا كل شفيعنا وشفيع والدينا في يوم الجزاء ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان. الأمان 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 من فتنة الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. السلام عليك يا كعبة الإيمان. السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمامنا إنس والجان. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وظهورك. السلام عليكم يا سائر الشهداء كربلاء جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته.